Today, we look at the inspiring and faith filled account of Meshach, Shadrach, and Abed-nego as documented in the book of Daniel. Nebuchadnezzar is king of Babylon, a kingdom characterized by its military might, the grandeur of its capital, and the significant role it plays in Jewish history. Nebuchadnezzar has conquered Syria and Palestine, leading to the destruction of the temple at Jerusalem and the Babylonian captivity of the Jewish people. Knowing that religion has resulted in fissures between people, he attempts to consolidate his people under one God and thus his power by erecting a statute, colossal statute. The statute was 90 feet tall and 9 feet wide. This golden structure was sufficient to be imposing and impressive. Again, Nebuchadnezzar is trying to unify his nation through bringing them under one worship, one God. And so he commands them all to bow down and worship this huge golden idol. This act of idolatry challenges the fundamental commandments given to Israel, emphasizing their exclusive worship of Yahweh. The Babylonian captivity has tested the faith of the Jewish people, yet these three Hebrew men, Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego, were captive in Babylon, subject to the king, but they stood unwavering in their commitment to serve the one true God, defying Nebuchadnezzar's decree even after the king gave them one more chance. And remember, these men knew what the king would do if they defied him. They still stood strong. For these three Hebrew boys, Nebuchadnezzar's command symbolized a clash between their devotion to the real God and worldly demands of a powerful king. This is just as we sometimes must choose between the world's expectations and our devotion to God. Meshach, Shadrach, and Abednego expressed their unyielding faith, declaring that God would save them even in the fiery furnace. And even if God chose not to deliver them, they would not bow down to a false God. Their response echoes through the corridors of time, challenging each of us as modern Christians to hold fast to our faith as we face daily challenges. Nebuchadnezzar orders the furnace to be stoked 7 times hotter than it was supposed to be. The furnace was so hot that the flames killed the very soldiers that escorted these three rebels to the fire. Wearing robes and trousers and turbans, they were bound by the strongest soldiers and were put in the furnace. Nebuchadnezzar was clearly trying to show a signal to the rest of the world, deterring anyone who might even think about defying him. He was showing the consequences of defiance. Looking into the scorching furnace, the king is astonished by the miraculous sight. He witnesses not three, but four figures walking unharmed amid the flames. The king's astonishment at this divine intervention reminds us that our God is not confined by the limits of earthly consequences and circumstances. Nebuchadnezzar, approaching the door, tells the three defiant Hebrews to come out, and so they do. With the leaders of Babylon surrounding them, all could see that they had been in the furnace, but they were not killed. In fact, they weren't harmed. Nebuchadnezzar's acknowledgement of the God of Meshach, Shadrach, and Abednego is a pivotal moment. His decree, which was once meant to suppress Jewish worship, now he is honoring their God and threatens severe consequences for anyone who speaks against their God. This unexpected turn of events demonstrates the undeniable power of God to deliver his faithful servants. Like Meshach, Shadrach, and Abednego, we may encounter pressure to compromise our beliefs in a world that often demands conformity. The furnace represents the challenges we face, whether in our workplace, community, or personal lives. In moments of trial, let us emulate the unwavering faith of these Hebrew men. Our God is the same yesterday, today, and forever. He remains faithful even when the flames of adversity surround us. We serve a God who can deliver us and help us in our daily walk. And we must daily testify and demonstrate our faith in God. If our walk demonstrates our faith, just as Nebuchadnezzar witnessed the miraculous delivery of Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego, those around us can witness the power of our faith in Christ and be transformed. That's the lesson for this week. Have a great week. Bye.